I have door knocked 503 doors so far this year and handwritten about 300 letters to homeowners. What have I learned? Where am I at in my quest? And what am I going to do moving forward? So, I had said earlier this year I was going to try to make $200,000 by July. Well, it's going to be tough to do it because of my incredible insomnia from Benadryl, which I've since quit. So I'm finally sleeping again, but it cost me a lot of time. And I pushed through it as best I could. I mean, weeks and weeks without sleep. I was still door knocking, doing them the best I could. I wasn't quite as sharp as I could be, but now I'm back. And let's see here. What else? I just got recovered from COVID. So the moment I start to sleep again from recovering from my insomnia, I get vicious COVID, which I haven't had in 3 years since before this even came out. I thought I was completely immune. So I went from no sleep for weeks and weeks and weeks to, COVID bedridden for a week and a half. So I'm finally rocking. And, I've done so many open houses, so much door knocking. I just burnt my skin so bad, tore my clothes, destroyed my shoes out there door knocking. But I'm glad I did it. Okay, so the quest, I'm gonna keep this highly unattainable quest intact. It's gonna be really hard to hit this goal, but I have to keep the goal high. I don't want to get it low because then I'm gonna come in lower. If I hit it real high, I'm gonna come in, a little closer to it. So we're gonna keep that $200,000 goal by July intact. Chances are I won't hit it, but I'm gonna tell myself that I can. And the good. 503 doors door knocking. I met some people. My first door was a friend, and it made everything worthwhile because this person, we're in touch. I love this guy, and we've hung out multiple times. I brought my wife over. We've had coffee and wine, and we've jammed together multiple times, hanging out with his dogs. I've gone and I've coaxed him into performing. And I'm helping him build his performance resume and his website and so on. So friendship, there's nothing better than that. So I got a friend, also met some people that really just made me feel good about what I'm doing. They said, Erik, keep doing what you're doing, or, oh, I really respect what you're doing. I have a realtor, but I really respect what you're doing. Keep doing that. So I got a lot of positive feedback. I did finally get some negative feedback. I had a couple of really negative things happen. The first negative thing that happened wasn't a big deal. I had left some information on someone's porch, and I've been experimenting a little bit with what I say on my handouts. And this time I used one of my little catchphrases, if you will, where I say, what did I say on that one? In real estate, there are winners and there are criers. So be the former and work with me, Erik Buyers. But someone got really upset about this. They got so upset. My handouts, all I was saying was, hey, I'm looking for, I basically had seller demands and buyer demands, and they were completely legitimate. And I just said very plainly and matter-of-factly what my buyer demands and what my seller demands were. I have a buyer looking for this, exactly this. Single-story home, under 3,000 square feet, in these neighborhoods. And then my seller has a home on, Mountain Springs Road. It has bedrooms, bathrooms, 2-story. Do you know anyone who's interested? This person got really upset and emailed me and told me, oh, I'm definitely now would never use you. I'm going to blow up all my socials. I'm going to blow up the internet telling everybody not to work with you. It's like, what did I do? First of all, these are legitimate buyer and seller demands. Second of all, I'm out there doing something I've never heard of any other realtor doing, especially out here at 5,000 feet elevation, burning their face off all day. And so, it's like, whatever. It wasn't a big deal. But I got my first lead, right? I knock on someone's door, and this person, I end up spending several hours with this person in their house. And I end up going back 2 more times. Turns out this person needs 1031 exchange help. And so I got a facilitator. I educated myself about 1031 exchanges, and I had the process going. And we're about to go look at some homes. I already showed her some homes, and we're about to look at some more when I contact this person, and she contacted another realtor. And and then I started digging, like, what's going on? I thought we were working together. I'm doing all this work for you for a couple of days here. And she goes, and she's doing all this pushback, and I can tell she's beat around the bush. And then she tells me, well, they're with the bigger broker, and and it's like, what does being with a bigger broker have anything to do with anything? First of all, I know all the people in the other brokers. I know all the top producers, and I have them by phone call. Second of all, what you're looking for help with is exactly my specialty. Third of all, I've already got places off the market lined up for you. Literally, I was going to sacrifice every moment of every day for this person, digging up any off-market opportunity and doing anything possible to get their 1031 exchange in time. The fact that this person enlisted another realtor, I just had to pull off. I just had to pull back, and it was crushing, very crushing. I'm a sensitive guy. It really hurt. I'm a man of loyalty, but I hate to say it, but this person, extremely elderly, not all there. Pill bottles all over the floors. I mean, there was some antipsychotic, anti-schizophrenic, some dementia medication. This person had a lot going on. So, you know what is what it is. You know what? Even the best realtors lose some. So, it's hard for me to tell you that I lost one. I actually stepped away from that situation, but it looked like this person was too kind to let me know that she wanted a broker from, so-and-so Realty Group, when in reality, my broker is, for how big it is, only 130, 50 agents, something like that. We are way up there in the production in the market. We have some awesome agents, and I know all the other agents. I've been out there interacting, and regardless, I don't need to sell myself because I've really got a groove of what I have to offer my buyers and sellers at this point. So that was bad. It was good because I got the lead, but it was bad because I couldn't convert it and I lost it, and it really hurt me. And what I learned, because check it out, 503 doors, I got 2 leads. The first lead was a man who was considering the idea of selling his house and buying another house. So although I did not get him anything, the process of showing him homes, and then I had to do a whole bunch of math to figure out what were the interest rates, what could he sell his house for, what did he owe, what was the loan payoff. So I had to do all this digging into exactly the feasibility in the market right now for lending. So that got me connected with a really good lender that I really like and trust. Hey, yeah, man, right. And then, so also, it got me really good. It got me in the groove of showing property, getting some of those processes down. And it made me an expert in lending because I sat down with a couple of lenders for several hours and made sure I know everything about lending right now, all the options for interest rate buy downs, where you can buy down a rate for a period of time for anywhere from 6 months to several years to get your rate well below the lowest rate possible, which right now, let's just call it 6%. It might be a little less. But if you want to get less than that, you can do it through buy downs. But these are some options that you can pursue, and a lot of people are doing right now in this market. That's another story. So it was good though, because although I lost that guy because in the process he realized I'm not going to get as much money for my house as I wanted, the numbers just don't work. And he's just going to stay in his house because his house is all right. And that really is part of the problem with the market right now, is the fact that we have a lot of sellers who can't sell because they can't buy, because they can't afford rates going to another house, or there's just not enough houses for them. So that's really the problem with the market. It's a tight inventory market, and then buyers are getting squeezed and sellers can't move. So it makes it a tough market for everybody. So what did I learn? I learned a lot about lending in the first lead I got. The second person, I learned a lot about 1031s. I know a lot about 1031s now too. I know enough to coach people through 1031s and anything related to selling their house, loan payoff, and all those crazy loan options, which some are just really recent too. So I got really good insight into the market right now. Also, I learned that if you're doing door knocking, you need a script. Really, really. Because, one of my managing brokers told us, if you're doing X hundreds of doors and you're not getting a lead, you need a script. And it turns out I need a script. So, that's fine. I was trying to wing it. And I just told myself, hey, if I can't get a lead, I'll start using scripts. Well, I think I realized I need some scripts. The other issue is door knocking out here is not easy. We have full exposure, almost no shade. It's getting into the hot season, and it's really hard on your skin and your body. You get really dehydrated out here. I will finish my challenge. I have 497 doors to go to finish my 1,000 door knock challenge. And this is how I'm going to change things, because I learned that actually in the past, I got almost all my business from open houses. So I'm going to focus more on open houses and promoting the open houses through door knocking. But whenever I get a very active buyer who wants a specific neighborhood, I will door knock those neighborhoods, the entire neighborhood. I will get every single house. And so I'm definitely going to do this more, but I'm going to be more targeted and with scripts every time. I don't do door knocking, A, without scripts, and B, without something to give the people or leave them. So that's my advice with door knocking. No one is so good that they can just do it off their cuff. You're as a salesperson, everything you say is a tool or a weapon that can be used for or against you. The best thing you can do is shut up and ask the right questions. Selling isn't telling. So my best advice is to just learn the scripts from people who are really good at what they do. I'm not there yet. Maybe in 6 months, I'll be able to give you my own scripts. But in the end of the day, I don't know if this is going to be my bread and butter moving forward in this business out here in Nevada. So you know what? Learn your scripts, learn your market, learn everything you can. So moving forward for me, I'm just going to do, let's say I do open house. I'll do more open houses, which is what I was doing last year. And I wanted more control. That's why I did the door knocking. So now I'm going to go back into the more open houses. Let's say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm going to promote them 2-3 days before my stretch of open houses. So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I door knock, a couple hundred homes to promote my open house for the next days. And, I've seen some listings come up in the areas where I've door knocked because time has gone by. And if you don't stick with it, then, it's just all that effort goes to waste. And also, a lot of these people had realtors to begin with. Another issue is I chose neighborhoods that had really low turnover. And that's an issue. You want to target a neighborhood that has really high turnover. Also a neighborhood where houses are a lot closer together, and maybe a neighborhood that has some shade too. That would be good. So, it's been an adventure. I'm not done. I got to at least finish my quest I said I would do. So I'm a man of my word, and I will finish my 1,000 door knock quest. And I venture to guess I probably will go a lot past that as well. Okay, and here's the irony. 503 doors knocked, 250 plus homeowners handwritten notes, and I got my first escrow from an open house. And I got it within 10 days of meeting the people. I struggled so hard this year. I've been through such incredible stress, such incredible difficult situations that I can't even talk about right now. Maybe some other time. But after all this incredible stress and difficulty, I got somebody through an open house. And if it closes, it's going to be incredible. It's been a very stressful deal. Nothing is easy in real estate. Nothing is just simple as ABC. I've never had that in 16 years. And I knew it. This deal was too good to be true. And then all of a sudden attorneys and government get involved, and now there's environmental drilling, and it's a big nightmare. But we're working through it, and it might close. If it does, it's going to be life-changing. If it doesn't close, it's going to be devastating. But I've got to keep my head up. Got to stay positive, and we got to push forward, because that's all we can do. Is have the best mindset possible and be the best person we can be. Take pride in what we do. Put our best foot forward. So I don't know if I was very helpful to anybody, but I don't know. I'm doing these vlogs and I just want to share what I'm up to and how it's going. I am really determined, especially now that I'm getting my sleep. And I'm really excited about getting out there and really pushing hard and really helping a lot of people who legitimately just need help and need quality service. I'm seeing a lot of underserved people out there. So my job is to find those people that need me and help them. So wishing you all a great 2023. Take care.